Have you ever looked back at your life and wondered, why do I keep choosing the same kind of pain? The same type of partner, the same toxic patterns, the same emotional roller coaster, just with a different face. You tell yourself this time will be different, but somehow it never is. And the hardest truth? It doesn't feel random. It feels familiar. Let's start here. You are not attracted to what is good for you. You are attracted to what feels like home, even if that home was painful. Because your brain isn't wired for happiness, it's wired for familiarity. So if you grew up around emotional distance, you'll feel drawn to people who can't fully love you. If love felt unpredictable, you'll crave inconsistency. If attention had to be earned, you'll chase people who make you prove your worth. Not because you're broken, but because your nervous system learned to associate love with struggle. Here's where it gets deeper. Painful attraction often comes from something psychologists call emotional imprinting. As a child, you didn't just learn what love looks like. You learned what love feels like. And if love felt like anxiety, tension, uncertainty, then calm, stable love can actually feel boring, unnatural, even suspicious. You might meet someone kind, consistent, and emotionally available, and instead of feeling safe, you feel nothing, no spark, no excitement. But then someone distant walks into your life, hot one moment, cold the next, and suddenly your emotions are on fire. That's not chemistry, that's conditioning. Another reason you're drawn to what hurts you is because of something called unresolved emotional loops. Your mind is constantly trying to finish unfinished stories. If you didn't feel chosen growing up, you'll be drawn to people who don't choose you. Because somewhere deep inside, there's a quiet hope. Maybe this time, I'll finally be enough. So you stay longer than you should. You try harder than you need to. You ignore red flags you clearly see. Not because you're weak, but because you're trying to rewrite a past that never healed. There's also, an addictive element to painful relationships. Unpredictable affection, where someone gives you attention, then pulls it away, creates a powerful emotional high. It's actually the same mechanism behind gambling. You just don't know when the next reward is coming. So you stay hooked, waiting, hoping, chasing. And every small moment of affection feels amplified, simply because it's rare. That's not love. That's emotional dependency. Now, here's the part most people avoid. There's a version of you that feels comfortable in the pain. Because, pain is predictable. It gives you a role to play. The one who fixes, the one who proves, the one who waits. Healthy love, on the other hand, requires something unfamiliar. Receiving. Trusting, letting go of control. And for many people, that feels more terrifying than pain. So how do you break this pattern? Well, it starts with awareness, not just knowing that you're attracted to what hurts you, but recognizing it in real time. When you feel that intense pull towards someone, pause. Ask yourself, does this feel peaceful, or does it feel like a chase? Because real connection doesn't feel like anxiety. It doesn't make you question your worth. It feels steady, grounded, safe. And yes, at first it might feel less exciting. But that's because your system is recalibrating. The next step is learning to sit with discomfort, Not the pain of toxic love, but the discomfort of choosing differently. Walking away when it's hard. Not chasing when you're ignored. Not overgiving to earn attention. That's where real growth happens. Not in finding a better partner, but in becoming someone who no longer tolerates what once felt normal. And finally, understand this. You're not doomed to repeat your past, but you are responsible for becoming aware of it. Because once you see the pattern clearly, you can't unsee it. And from that point on, every choice becomes intentional. You're not drawn to pain because you enjoy suffering. You're drawn to it because at some point in your life, it felt like love. But now, you get to redefine what love means. Not as something you chase, not as something you earn through struggle, but as something that meets you with consistency, respect, and peace. And the moment you choose that, even when it feels unfamiliar, is the moment your entire life begins to change.